a person's successful if they know where they are, and they know where they're going, and they're progressively moving in that direction. Success was the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Anyone that has a goal and they're moving towards it, they're successful. But I think we're conditioned. We have a real strong conditioning, usually with not some very good ideas. Because we lack awareness or understanding of who we are, we're totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the population are reacting to life. They're not really living at all.
Philosophy, as I taught the last time I was here, philosophy, in my personal opinion, is the major determining factor in how your life works out. Philosophy, the major determining factor in how your life works out. To form our philosophy, you gotta think, you gotta use your mind, you gotta process ideas. And in my opinion, each person's personal philosophy is the major factor in how your life works out. Here's what I called it in that last presentation when I was here. It's called the set of the sail. Each person's personal philosophy is like the set of the sail. Now, I used to think it was circumstances that ordered my life. I used to blame the traffic, the weather, used to blame circumstances. So I figured that, my future was going to be tied to what everybody else was arranging, the economy. And, you could turn around, go north, you can go east, you can go west, you can order the entire process of your own life. And we do that by the way we think. We do that by exercising our mind. We do that by processing ideas and come up with a better philosophy, a better strategy for our life, goals for the future, okay? Plans to achieve those goals. All this comes from developing our philosophy.
I don't know how to start improving my life. Someone might say that. And I would say, well, you're not aiming low enough. There's something you could do that you are regarding as trivial, that you could do, that you would do, that would result in an actual improvement. But it's not a big enough improvement for you, so you won't lower yourself enough to take the opportunity. The point is, your best strategic position is, how am I insufficient and how can I rectify that? That's what you've got. And the thing is, you are insufficient and you could rectify it. Both of those are within your grasp. If you aim low enough.
Time and dedication. It takes a willingness to accept that you're not yet good enough. It takes the ability to stare at the places that you know that you're weak, to really look at those things and not let it affect your sense of self-esteem and not let it affect your sense of self-worth, so that you can still get the momentum going. But you have to understand that in the beginning, we're all terrible.
Remember, little achievements lead to confidence that conquers guilt. Then buy up every challenge to reach your goal. You can now handle it. The winter, the spring, the harvest. Bring a new zeal to every problem, to every fear, to every opportunity. The inspiration from it all and the immediate and future progress that will someday give you a view from the top of your goals, your adventure, and your achievements.
Most people get their motivational intuition through gut feelings. Thinking things through often prevents us from digging deeper and following our intuition. Those who consider themselves realists tend to see their objectives with a practical approach. For them, listening to their gut feeling is trivial, even fearful. The easiest way to find motivation in your intuition is to shun the thoughts that are created to play safe, some of which include common sense or I should have. By entertaining these thoughts, you are inhibiting your potential and deflecting. As a result, you are shutting yourself from experiencing your real intuitional motivation. Whether you are looking for motivation to relieve a midlife crisis or overcome a common obstacle, your role your motivational instincts play is a deciding factor in your life's journey. Let's look at it from a different perspective. While the idea of digging deeper into your soul is largely overstated, it is not the only way to find inspiration and motivation. As stated, you can find inspiration from something as simple as taking a walk in the park or getting into a deep meditative state. By facing your thoughts and acknowledging your feelings at every turn, you can strengthen your motivational intuition and stay inspired under any circumstances. Ultimately, it's important to take it one step at a time. If you feel motivated, you are likely to get excited and get one grand idea. If you cannot execute it to perfection, divide it into smaller steps that are attainable and realistic. Take time to learn. Develop a growth mindset. The best approach to self-development is to take things slowly and advance at your own pace. The gravest mistake you can make is focusing on quick fixes. Your success can only be achieved with consistent, gradual change, which comes with developing a solid growth mindset. Despite different temperaments, learning abilities, skills, and talents, most of us can develop a growth mindset to stimulate our personal development. Fixed versus growth mindset. The first step in cultivating a growth mindset is learning to distinguish it from a fixed mindset. A person with a fixed mindset is often stuck with preconceived notions and is unable to grow from their experiences. They may suffer from creative blocks or fail to find inspiration. In extreme cases, they may develop mental health conditions such as chronic anxiety and depression. Having a fixed mindset inhibits not only your mental health, but also your growth potential. If you cannot accept constructive criticism, are threatened by other people's successes, or tend to give up easily, chances are you have a fixed mindset. By contrast, developing a growth mindset allows you to embrace challenges and enrich your curiosity. You are eager to find inspiration, learn, and accept criticism without taking offense. The best way to stay motivated and avoid repeating the same mistakes is by reflecting on your past. Amend your past mistakes and redefine your mindset as you seek self-improvement. Most importantly, focus on the journey and the process instead of fixating on the results. When you seek quality and stability, successful outcomes will always follow. In the end, a growth mindset grants you freedom, whereas a fixed mindset caps your potential.